Cardinal Rule 6. Never enter a confined space without an approved confined space permit in place. A confined space is an enclosed or partially enclosed space that is not intended or designed primarily for human occupancy. It is a space where there is a risk of an oxygen concentration outside the safe oxygen range, a concentration of airborne contaminant that may cause impairment, loss of consciousness, or asphyxiation, a concentration of flammable airborne contaminant that may cause injury from fire or explosion, or engulfment in a stored free-flowing solid or a rising level of liquid that may cause suffocation, drowning, or other injury. An approved permit is a document that gives authority to complete specific work in a designated area. It defines safety precautions and must be approved by a competent person. Workers entering a confined space require an approved confined space permit to be in place prior to entering. In this scenario, a worker has to complete a job within a sump, clearly defined as a confined space. He enters the confined space without an approved permit and fails to complete any of the necessary steps under the confined space procedure. As he descends, he is overcome by an irrespirable atmosphere. Now in the correct scenario, the worker has completed and has a confined space permit approved. Before entering the confined space, he and the standby person discuss the details of the job. The necessary equipment is set up, obtained, and the necessary checks are made. They use the required equipment and checks, and he completes the job following the correct steps of the confined space procedure. This allows him to undertake the task safely.